This is from a financial perspective, by far the most severe crisis in the history of aviation. We all thought that, people use the term worst case scenario, a term, by the way, that I hate because as this pandemic proves, there's always something worse that can happen. But 9/11, we had 2 months of revenue down 40%. We had down 98%, down 94%. June, the third month, is going to be down over 90%. So financially, far worse than anything we have ever experienced before. We're social creatures, and I don't think that we're going to be able to create the kind of relationships that we want with our customers, with our coworkers, network with others in our industries if we're not doing it in person. The amount that you learn and gain, at a cocktail happy hour, sitting and talking to people, you don't get that in these kinds of environments. And I am, who knows, I guess, but I am of the camp that, a year or two, once we're through the vaccine and once we're kind of starting to return to normal, business demand will largely start to return, maybe not exactly to normal, but it will largely have returned to either normal, or new business travel will have replaced business travel that was lost. But the business travel will come back because, this is a global economy, this is a global world, and it's about connecting with people and uniting the world, and that's what our business is. I tell the team, while I can't quite see the light at the end of the tunnel yet, it's not pitch black in here. And we can sort of see there's a way through. We don't know exactly what the path is going to be, but we've done enough to feel confident about getting through, which now means, which is nice, because now we can start focusing on, what do we want to look like on the other side? And, what kind of steps do we need to be taking now to position the company for the other side? And early, we were worried about how do we, make sure we make it through. Now we're focused on how do we come through and come through in the best possible shape to rebound for our employees and our customers. I think on the backside of this, sustainability, as important as it was before, is going to even have a higher level of importance, partly because just people's awareness of the global environment and being a part of the global community, I think, is increasing as a result of COVID-19. And sustainability is going to be one of those things that, is frankly just as important, to our health and well-being in the long term. In a way, I hate that we're going through it, but at the same time, because the stakes are higher, it makes it that much more meaningful, that much more important, that much more significant, because, it's not just about getting EPS up next quarter. It's about safety. It's about preserving the company for the long term, for our employees, for our customers, for our communities. And going through a crisis, and the worst crisis in the history of aviation, makes the job that much more important, the stakes high, and more meaningful, particularly when you get on the other side. I mean, I'm pretty sure that when I retire someday, hopefully long in the future, but then when I retire someday, I'll look back on this as the period that, feel like, made the most difference at any point in my career.